All right, we're back. I just noticed I didn't have my mic in. That's kind of ironic about that. Okay, then I don't know. Where's my mic? Okay, so we're back. Okay, so we had technical difficulties yesterday due to the fact that, well, I was looking at certain things, and well, again, I live in the EU, so they're just trying to restrict everything. So stuff happened with a couple of restrictions. Their new wave of restrictions of stuff that's coming in. Um, but what can you do? We're back. Everything's working now. Perfect, which is fantastic. So we're looking at Mage dot space. Okay, so Mage. So I'm obviously, most people know that I'm obviously partnered with a couple of other people. And obviously I'm doing well with the Instagram and X and a couple of other type of things. So one of the people there actually reached out to me. So like one of like the marketing or senior marketing managers reached out to me and was like, "Hey, how's it going on my Instagram? We're wondering if you're interested in all this type of stuff. We've been looking at your profiles and everything, and it seems that you're getting lots of views and you're doing really, really well. We're actually partnering with a couple of other people. We're looking them to give them like very, very high tier plans so they can promote us." And I'm just like, yeah, sure. Here's my stuff. Obviously, my Instagram. Here's my X, and here's my YouTube. So, but again, more than likely they do know. But I just wanted to give them just to check out some other type of stuff. So either way, I gave everything to them. Gave them the email. Everything went well. So now we are here, and it's kind of ironic because I was talking to a friend of mine. Well, I actually met him within the AI space, and after he's a very, very good friend of mine. And I was telling him it's kind of ironic that originally, like, and obviously a lot of them kind of know my personality on the internet, but like originally, like, obviously Mage is obviously aware too. But they're so I was telling him about all this type of stuff. It's kind of ironic that like originally, oh, you're not big enough or this or that or like whatever it could be, and now all of a sudden it's kind of just like, okay, like this guy is like, yeah, obviously like my follower count is like it's not humongous, but like now like how the shift has turned out is that X, obviously run by Musk, Zuck runs Instagram, and then YouTube is making a couple of changes here and there, but mostly on X and Instagram, like the Meta ecosystem. They're not focusing on vanity metrics. They're focusing on like, okay, so like how like they're getting rid of bots, they're getting rid of certain things. They're trying to like add like certain like things that get rid of bots and everything to see like what the percentage of real people is. Instead of buying followers, instead of buying this, like now they want like real people due to the fact that like now like anyone can design certain things or do certain types of things in a certain way. So like for example, before like it was very, very difficult, but now with like the AI and everything to a certain degree, like yes, you still gotta know how to prompt, you still gotta know how to do certain things, but but what they want to see is that, okay, so the AI detects other AI in an algorithm in a certain way, and they want to see how it does like organically, like is this good organically, like because now obviously like all this type of stuff, there's like Hollywood AI is becoming more mainstream, like obviously they may just more than likely aware to a certain degree, and that's why they reached out, but like all this type of stuff, and now they're now saying to us, they're now saying, okay, so um there's a certain term saying that like people saying, oh, AI can't produce certain things, it's low quality, so like they want to see if that's true, so that's why they're implementing certain things, and obviously and all, so like now the fact is that AI doesn't produce low quality. There's a lot of people who are small but have big potential. They don't focus on vanity metrics. They want to know, okay, so is this good enough for 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 consumption? because, as I say, it's now becoming mainstream. So it's turning out that it is, and lots of people are now noticing that. So that's why they reached out, and I'm very, very grateful to the Mage team. Thank you again for setting me up and everything, and doing all that. But let's get into this. So as I said, I was having some issues yesterday, so I wanted to do some type of stuff. But obviously, my again being the EU with certain things, I couldn't do so. Now we're doing it during the day, so let's see how it turns out. So looking like everything's good. But as they say, what can you do? As there's a meme about empty shelves, and that's actually how it actually does work. But what can you do? So at least I had today. So like it's so I'm trying it today. So we already have some stuff I think already done. Operations are gonna go there. So I kind of did like a dragon type of scenario type of thing yesterday. So this is off the grok. So just to show everyone. Not too bad. It's it's pretty good, but like I would have to say it's still missing like a lot of like things. Like yeah, it's a magical. It can be interpreted as a magical sword, but like compared to like other type of partners that I would use, like it's good, but it could be a little bit better. Like as you can see right here, like how the dragon is and like the faces are, and like the movement itself, like yes, it could be interpreted as a magical sword, but like it's not even hitting the the dragon. So like I think like the hallucination could work a little bit better. But this is off the Grok Imagine, so I'm gonna probably test out a couple of other prompts on their base models. So we're gonna go and see if we have a couple of other prompts, so we can test out too. So we're just gonna do that. So we are going to go more than likely on X or Threads or something like that, and after then see what other prompts we can get, just to test out the other models because I don't want to use the same prompt. I want to see how it does like in different scenarios. We're gonna also look at the photos. We're gonna look at a couple of other type of things. Okay, we got a prompt right here. Maybe not. Okay, so we're gonna see what else we got. We got a couple of other prompts here actually. Got one of them here actually. Okay, we actually have this one actually. So we're gonna probably edit it a little bit to a certain degree. And then we're just gonna edit the prompt here. We got something actually. So lots of people share their prompts and everything. So like things or like people post certain things. So okay, so we're gonna enhance the prompt right. So we're gonna be doing. So we got what we're looking for. So all right. So we got one of the things that we're looking for. So we are going to change the model. So we have a couple of models right here. So we have I already tried WAN, but we got like a couple of other models right here. So we have the Grok. So the Grok turned out here, and we're gonna go with it's only 10 seconds, unfortunately. So they should add like so there's another model, but it's only 10 seconds. So let's see how it turns out with the 10 seconds. So the extra 5 seconds does make a difference. Like if anyone's gonna say, "Oh, 5 seconds doesn't make a difference," like it does. Trust me. So we got something. So let's see how it turns out. We're gonna be testing out a couple of other models actually. So this is one of their base models that they have. This is like one of their newer models that they have. So I'm gonna see, but like I would have to say like now I think it should be jumped up to at least 30 seconds to a minute because obviously 30 seconds right now is because Grok has the 30 seconds. And it's rumored that the new Seed Dance is gonna probably be around more than 30 seconds. It's rumored to probably maybe 5 minutes or more. But like I think like with them like with their base models, they should actually like try to like redo it and after try to like try to match it because obviously like now like the competition is doing that and after like add like that 30-second grok or like the 1.5 type of grok and like get it. But again, we'll see how this turns out. Like I always like looking at the base models because like obviously with all the other people who like this is one of the new ones but like I think okay so with the grok video it wasn't too bad but I think whatever version is of that video it should be up to date with the new version at least try to get like a newer version it could be an older version of grok I'm not too sure but try to get the 30-second mode try to get it to how the grok is and then add the 1.5 too and then like also 30 seconds at 1080p. It might be a little bit more expensive, but I've looked at certain things. Again, it's not Seed Dance 2 or 2.5. Like obviously, I've compared certain things, and like I've used Seed Dance religiously. By the way, I use Seed Dance a lot. Okay, and I know that like Rock is good. Like I'm not saying that it's not, but certain things. But like, and but I do want to test out the base models right here. Like this is the in-house models. This is the selling point. So like obviously like how like all my other partners. So like obviously with the other types of people, they have their own in-house models too that people would use as well because obviously it's like the in-house model would be a lot cheaper because it's made in-house. So like kind of like I got a good example would be kind of like great value versus like Coca-Cola. You have great value Sprite, and then you have Sprite from like either PepsiCo or Coca-Cola. So, let's see the base model right here. Right here. It's good. It's short, but it is very, very good. It's clean. All it needs is a couple of extra seconds so you can get the fighting scenes, but I would have to say it's solid. I would jump that up to at least 15 to 30 seconds, and then we got like a solid fight scene. I can see that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. All right, so we have more of a fight scene right here. So let's see how this one turns out. So we're looking at the models right here, and we're seeing how they turn out. Because like I would have to say that like it isn't too bad, but like the models could be slightly a little bit better. Like in the sense of like and what I mean by better is that like add those extra couple of seconds due to the fact that like okay like that's good. Okay, so that's Peach. So that's the Peach model. That we have the Peach Max. So we're gonna try now with the get a couple of other ones. So we're gonna look at the Kiwi one. We got the Kiwi fast and the Kiwi slow. So I'm gonna probably end up going with the Kiwi slow because I don't really want something so fast. I don't really like the fast models to be honest. Audio on, of course. We're going to hit the 16 by 9 and we're gonna go for 10 seconds. Okay, so it's gonna be a fast model, which I'm not really the biggest fan of, but it is what it is. Oh wow, this is a very long model then. Okay, so this prompt is a little bit longer than expected. So we will do something else with this one because it seems like it's a little bit longer than expected. So we're gonna probably get like a different type of prompt here then. So we'll do something else with this one, but like it is a little bit stronger. Yeah, it's a little bit it's not gonna be oh maybe I actually have another prompt that I could do. I think I might have something else that actually could work. Possibly. It's gonna probably be too short. I'm not too sure to be honest. Oh, don't tell me I right. Um hold on guys. I need to guys. So I think we have another one that could work. Yeah, we can yeah, I think we can do this one actually. I just gotta drop an extra 5 seconds, but I think it could work. Yeah, this could work easily. Yeah, I'll have to drop an extra 5 seconds because obviously like I won't be able to do it, but I can drop it. But I think we can do this one. Yeah, right here. But we'll just drop it. Okay, cool. So we can drop a couple of seconds off. It's not going to be that bad. I expect that. Okay, so we'll just drop the extra 5 seconds. I see that. Hello, owned. Hello, owned 3D. How's it going? Um, but um, but we're looking at the. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna see if we can do. We're just testing out all the different types of models, and after then we'll probably end up testing the photo models too. But we are on the Huey model, and then we're gonna be then doing the raspberry, and then we have the cherry. And the blueberry, because there's blueberry two, which we're gonna do, and then the raspberry, and then we'll probably test out the cherry, and then there's like the OG blueberry. But we're gonna test out those, and then we should be good. And then doing the OG blueberry, but like we'll see how like the models are, because like this is actually a very very good prompt. But I think that like it's lacking due to the fact of like what I mean by that is that like it's realistic. Like I would have to say this is very 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 good in the sense of C dance quality, C dance 2, or even very very close competitor wise. I would have to say would be Video Q3 Pro, and like those are like I would have to say like out of like everything like this model is very 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 like I would have to say amazing. And like it's so the grok needs a little bit of work. I would have to say so, but like the grok needs a little bit of work. Grok needs a little bit of work, okay? But like this one is good, but just all these other ones, if you want to do like a 2 or 3 version, like I would extend it to at least 15 seconds to a minute max. Because like there are certain things that like since it's condensed, like there are probably certain aspects that are not missed. They're like it's kind of skipping over because it's trying to rush the generation because now you're condensing it. But if you have like a full like generation, so let's say the generation is a full 20 seconds or like a 30 seconds or something or like whatever it could be, like since like a lot of it is like a big wall of text. Like let's say it's like a big wall of text. So like and then you're like and you're trying to like look at a good prompt enhancer or something along those lines. And then all of a sudden you're enhancing it or you're trying to like improve the prompt. And then by doing that, instead of it being 15 seconds, you're condensing it. Like the actual time then is now like 30 seconds or 40 seconds or a minute or even 2 minutes, for example. And then you're trying to condense that down to at least 10 seconds. You're basically chunking you're taking a big chunk out of the prompt because now you're looking at this. Okay, so it's supposed to be so an extra 5 seconds, but those extra 5 seconds could make a difference of it being intense or not, or it could be a hook that people maybe want to look at, and it could be like a good viral clip. Or in this case, for the longer prompts, you're condensing 30 seconds or more down to 10 or 15 or whatever it could be. You're stripping around 85 to 90% of that prompt, and pretty much the majority of the story is just getting thrown out. But by having those long context windows, by having the Grok Imagine 1.5 or just a regular Grok Imagine at 30 seconds or a minute, like the full extension, you can get that long prompt and then you can get that story out there. Or in this case with the C Dance, with the newer version, the 2.5, like the longer type of stuff, you can do longer prompts. You can start making movies. You can start making like kind of like a mini series with that, and then you're getting the whole generation instead of kind of like trying to condense it, and then it kind of seems kind of like stuttery or this or that, and like and everything feels rushed. Like I don't think that. I don't think that like I've done certain things like that, and like it didn't turn out as well as I expected. But like, but by having long form, then I think you're giving the prompt justice, but as well you're giving the story justice as well, due to the fact that like it's you're playing out the entire story. Like you're not trying to condense it and say, oh, I need to do this to hit the time constraint, or like I could hallucinate or something along those lines. Okay, let's look at this one. Not too bad. We could work a little bit on the. Okay. This isn't too bad. Like we could work a little bit on the destruction and like how certain things are fired because usually when the rockets hit, like all the uh other fighters should be destroyed. But the model is good. It's just the way that it generates like the fight scene. So like even with this one with the Grok, like it just the way that the fight scene is generated, and I think that it could do a little bit more justice. But hey, not too bad. It turned out decent. I'm not saying that like it's bad. Like this is really really good. Not as bad, but it could be a little bit better. Slightly better. All right, so we're doing that. We're gonna need the blueberry. Oh, they even have a prompt enhancer too. Actually, kind of ironic. More you know. Oh, dude, we had the 15-second banger. Ooh, ooh, we got a 15-second banger. Uh-oh. All right, let's try this with the blueberry. All right, we got that 15. Let's try this with the blueberry and see how it turns out. We have a 15-second banger right here. All right. You're giving me hope, which I like. We're doing the same thing, but we want to see now with. So now I want to see model to model. Like that's like the like another type of thing. So like this is actually pretty good. Now we got that extra 15 seconds. Like this is gonna be like I was saying that okay, it's cut short, it's this, but the 15 seconds make a difference. And people are trying to say, oh no, the 15 seconds, the extra five they do. The extra 5 seconds make a difference. Hello, owned. If you want to, feel free to reach out. I have my X in my bio. So, but yeah, let's see how this is with the model to model because everyone's saying, "Oh no, it's not gonna make it. It's gonna make a difference. Trust me." Model to model, extra 5 seconds, how everything is rendered, and I'm gonna see the grok as well. I want to like now. This is gonna be interesting. Now we have an in-house model versus grok, and that is something very very interesting too. So after that, we're gonna see the story studio, and after see how if it's the same type of thing, or if you can do like longer extensions. That's something I'm actually curious about too. All right, so it's taking a little bit longer. So obviously, it's gonna take a little bit longer because it's a stronger model. All right, so we're waiting a little bit. So we got okay. So as we're waiting, so let's see what else we got with the models. So obviously after Blueberry 2, we're gonna see the Raspberry and a couple of other ones, and then we got Cherry Video, which is kind of curious. You got Cherry Pro Video, interesting. We got the original Barry. Like, holy shit, man. We got a couple of models, which is going to be fun. So then we got the story studio, which I'm kind of curious on. So give story studio a studio prompt, and it writes the films. Okay, that looks actually kind of interesting. We got the characters. You can make your own little characters too. Got audio, so upload audio and use that as reference to video generation. Concepts. We got like concepts, like ideas, like people share their type of stuff. So you can recreate stuff here too. Create prompts and everything. Rune boards. I've tried rune boards before on Higgsfield, so we'll see this one. You got motion control, so their version of motion control. So I'm actually kind of curious, like maybe how it turns out. And then you got like the storyboards. Again, we'll check it out. Oh. Okay, so now let's check out this video. So model to model now, and then we're gonna see how Grok does eventually. Oh, it's like kind of like an unknown enemy, kind of like Top Gun. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I like it. Adds a mystery to it. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now let's see this versus in-house versus Grok. So now we're gonna do interesting tests because like this is like what I'm curious about. And then we're gonna get on like another prompt eventually. Yeah. Okay, so we got another one. So let's see how this one. So the raspberry's turning out. Um, we're gonna see cherry video. So we're gonna see the cherry video, and then we're gonna see the cherry video pro. That turns out. Do this one. All right, so we're gonna wait on this. So the videos are in the queue. Good. All right, so that's the videos. We're gonna get the image models. We got the image models right here. So we're gonna see how the images turn out. But I got the image turbo. That's fantastic. So I have used the image turbo before. It's pretty good. So we're just gonna use the official one, just like Mango 2 or something like that. Got this. So we're gonna look at the photos now and see how the photos turn out. Because we are kind of curious on that. Now we have all the videos loading up. Let's see some photos. So we're gonna go into this. Okay, so now we are going to do some photos right here. We're gonna do with Mango 2. What do you want to create? Right here. So we're gonna do this one right here. With the advanced right here, Mango 2. Do a 16 by 9. 2K is fine. Beautiful. We don't need a fast mode. We just got the Mango 2, and we're just gonna hit. Boom. Back to my creations. Okay, cool. So one of them is already done. So we're doing the photos now just to compare. Okay, not too bad. Slightly better, but definitely needs to be worked on for sure. Okay, we got that one. So we're trying to get as much out as possible. Copy. We got GPT image too, which is I already tried it out. So obviously, at the moment, that is the king of like freaking. Did I run out of gems already? We might have to do a part 2 to this then. All right, we might have to do a part 2 to this, unfortunately. See this one? That's actually really good. A little bit cartoony, but I like it. Okay, so I might have to I might have to message them and say that I may need to do a part 2 because I went really really hardcore with the stuff. So I still have a couple of generations in queue, and I still have a couple of other things I might have to review, but like, so we still got the characters, storyboard, audio. So I'm gonna probably end up messaging them um and telling them I might need more credit. I didn't know the max plan should work. Rip, you need more credits. So we're gonna have to do a part 2 sometime this week. I'm gonna probably end up messaging the senior marketing manager or the uh whatchamacallit, the owner, so I can tell him. I'll just say part 1, and obviously it'll be fine. I'll do another part 2. It's no big deal. But like, I didn't expect to run out of credits this much because usually when I go this in depth, usually I would have enough credits. I've done extreme platform reviews and I've broken down certain things, and I didn't expect to to run out of credits all of a sudden. So this is going to be part 1, and then we'll come back to you with part 2. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, Mr. Z signing out.